Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I can't.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Throwing is Allen on third. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Check, 47. Double dog, that's the way.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First down. First and 10 at the 40. Yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. From the 39, Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
That an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And here's Allen to throw on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
I know the game continues to evolve, and we have a lot of exotic stuff nowadays. I can't help it. I love a good old-fashioned draw play.
Who's typically fooled on defense on a play like that, a successful draw play?
Typically, it's the defensive line that's fooled because they're just pinning their ears back and going after the quarterback. And once they create some space and you get past them, you usually have a long way to go.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an act.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Simpson fighting room at the 30. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They run it with Balaj. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. Got it complete to Crabtree. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Alert!
From just shy of midfield, Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, you nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
You got three down. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now it's Rosen looking. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. Wilson now in his 2nd season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rosen to throw again. He's got it to Williams. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people...
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And he's going to go down. couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30. Line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Monday. Switch.
Now Balaj. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Balaj Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. On 1st down, it's Gore. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 3rd down, Allen, and that's complete to Croft. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
36.
Alert!
Allen gonna throw. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Gore. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a give, right side. Simpson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here comes Grant on the return. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Rosen, and this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Going to give this time to the tailback. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Pushkin now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's back to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight ends.
To throw is Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bills, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.